Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you've probably seen in the title, I am going to show you a lot of fabrics. So before I even get started, this is going to be a long video. So do whatever you have to do to get comfy, cup of tea, grab some snacks, put me on while you're about to start a project, because we're going to be talking about fabric, and I'm also going to be showing you what I did when I went to my recent trip to Barcelona. First of all, Barcelona. Amazing. And I really didn't realize how many fabric stores were in Barcelona until I actually got there and I started checking. I bookmarked over 25 stores. I didn't get to all of them. But I did try. So now I'm going to show you a little vlog that I took of all the days that I went. I was there for about 4 days and I tried to visit like 3 or 4 stores per day. And some places I went back to. And I did also meet up with a couple of other sewists that I've been talking to online on Instagram. And we were all finally able to meet since we were all in the same country together at the same time. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Here's the vlog and I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, welcome back. So today, as you can see, I'm outside, got the headphones in because we are in Barcelona. So if you remember from my last video where I was like speed making a bunch of clothes so that I could go on holiday, we are here now on holiday. And I did a little check to see what the fabric situation was here. It turns out there are over 30 fabric stores, at least that's what Google's telling me. So we have got our work cut out for us. I'm not going to be able to do it all in one day, so we're going to cut this up into day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I probably won't be buying from all these places because I'm already at my luggage limit with all the stuff that I brought here. So I have to be very, very, very picky with what I take home with me. But we're still going to check them out. So I just left the hotel. We're near the beach, walking to our first destination, 20 minutes down the road. It's called La Tate. I know that's wrong, probably, but that's where we're going. And it seems that there are about 3 or 4 other stores in the area. They're spread out over the city, so I'll show you a bit of the city while we're doing it. Let's go. Okay, so this is what I am wearing today. So I'm wearing the Marco shorts, which I made with helpers. So I made these like 3 days ago, with some action starts and a little crop tee and my handy dandy bum bag. And this is how we are exploring the city today. So let's go. Okay, I completely walked past the first store. It was very well hidden, but I'm going to go back there now and we're going to walk in. So not sure if I can film inside, but I will do my best. This is the store. You can see how I just walked past that. I can't see any signage. I think it's on the window, but let's go inside and see what's in there. So we made it inside the store. I'm here with Moses, who runs the store. And the actual store name is Lab Talent Textiles. And that is what was shortened. So, and all of the fabrics in this store, they design and make themselves. And all of the trims, which are behind me here, are vintage trims. And do you make all of these yarns as well, Moses? These yarns are all yours?
Yes.
Yeah, you design, and all these yarns are designed and also made by the company. It's really nice in here, and I've picked up a few trims. I'll show you that later. Okay, so we went to the first place. Slightly awkward conversation, but Moses was really nice, even though he seemed really busy packing my order. When I was trying to talk to him, I was just like, what do I do? Moses. Anyway, now the next place apparently is 1 minute walk away, so I'm trying to find it. We're on some little side streets and it should be fairly close, and this one I think is just like fabric, not so much haberdashery, but we will see. So far I'm enjoying myself, and I'm also getting a little bit hungry, so store, and as you can see, €2 a meter. There's lots of fabric here. We have another room over there, and yeah, lots to look through. So I'm gonna spend some time rifling through all of this, see what I can find. This is the other room, there is quite a lot of fabric here. Lots of jerseys I'm finding, and a big linen section. We've got some stretch crepes here, and yeah, the prices seem very favorable. So I left that last place, which is called Hyper Retail. It's a really, actually surprisingly big. It's a skinny place, but it goes into 3 rooms. A lot of fabric there, and quite cheap. Lots of jerseys, patterned fabrics. So if you're looking for cheaper fabrics, this is probably the place to go. I've got it here behind me, Hyper Retail, and the front section had, I think it was €1 a meter, and at the back section it was €2 a meter, and they had loads of stuff on the roll. They also had a really big crepe selection, so if you like those nice flowy crepes, then you can absolutely get that here. But I didn't pick anything because, as I said before, there are like 30 fabric stores around here, and if I picked like 1 meter of fabric from each place, I'm walking away with 30 meters, and normally I go away with like 3 to 4 meters, so it'd be well over 100 meters, and I don't have the luggage space for that. And also, I've only got 5 days, so we're going to try and break it up between days, 2 or 3 fabric shops a day, maybe picking 1 fabric from each place. So I'm going home with like 4 or 5 fabrics tops. But yeah, I'm a little bit hungry now, so we're gonna go and find a lunch spot. I've been recommended by my boyfriend, who just had lunch at this one place, and I passed by 2 fabric stores on the way there, so perfect. Okay, first stop on our mission to get food and fabric. This place called Donna, I want to say Texas, but it's Catalan, not like Spanish. So I did a little translation. I think it's like itches. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying my best here. Anyway, we're gonna go inside. Looks very nice. I'll show you the store. Quite large. Smells really nice in here. And there's lots of fabric, so food's gonna have to wait a little bit longer because we've got beautiful fabric, so let's go. Look at all these Chanel fabrics, beautiful. And the price, also quite beautiful. Also, look at this yellow one. That one's taking my eye. The store looks gorgeous and it smells so nice. So, we've got lots of stuff here, so let's have a little explore. It looks like it goes really far back as well. There's a whole another room in the back with so much more fabrics, lots of these luxurious fabrics. I really like this place. I feel like this is one of the more high-end and expensive places, but yeah, really nice. Okay, so I completely forgot about the afternoon siesta and that most of these stores close between like 2 and 4. So it's literally 3 minutes to 2. I had a little look inside. I'm definitely, I think, gonna come back. But yeah, so that is the store. It's siesta time now, so I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and then afterwards, when everything opens up again, we go back and carry on fabric shopping. So a little hiatus. We're gonna have ourselves a little siesta, and we'll carry on with the fabric shop. All right, I've had my lunch. I'm feeling nice and nourished. I'm very happy and full. I will definitely be going back to that place for dinner because it was delicious and the menu looked so good. We're definitely going back. But I have come back to where the Donna place is across the road, and there is one fabric store here and one next door, which are open at the moment. The other one's still having their siesta time and they'll be open at 4:30. So let's go see what is in here. As you can see, this place is really, really big. Loads of fabric, nice big store. And they've got coupons table, so we'll be looking at that. Lovely. What are we thinking about this fabric? It's, for some reason, I just really like the pink with the oranges. Can you imagine this as like a bias cut, like a cowl neck dress with like the little shoulder things? Ooh, but I've got some weddings coming up, so this could be one of the dresses that we make. Ooh. All right, just came out of this place, which I'm gonna say ribs and casal. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. Anyway, right next door is another store. This is gonna have to be my last one for day one because there are too many and I just want to go everywhere. So 4 places I think is good enough. So let's go and have a look in here, see what we can find, and then I'm going back to the hotel, and that'll be the end of day one. Okay, so immediately when you walk in, I saw these things here, and I was like, oh wow, lovely silks. No, these are like nice, thick, premium jerseys. Can you imagine all the cute little dresses you could be making with all of this? Already obsessed. Already obsessed. Okay, let's go and try not to buy up the whole store. Everyone is so nice in these stores, and obviously they want me to buy stuff, and I'm like, this is my last store, I have to go. Anyway, that was my last store, but then he was like, you know, we've got a store next door, and I'm like, so here I am next door. This is the last one today. I'm gonna look in it, I'm not buying anything, and then I'm going home. So much fabric, goes on forever. This fabric is pre-sheared already. Can you imagine not having to do that? I'm kind of obsessed. So we're just gonna look at it. Maybe if I come back in 4 days and it's still here, maybe we'll get that. But yeah, this fabric store is really large. It goes upstairs as well. So let's see what else they got. Buenos dias! It is day 2 of my fabric shopping trip to Barcelona. It is such a lovely day. Please look at this photo, I'm having the best time. So what we're going to do today is start kind of where we left off yesterday, quite abruptly, may I just add, but like that's just how I roll. We know how we roll in my vlogs by now. I'm going to start there because there is a place that I've been recommended by a few people on Instagram and a few people in the stores, which is called Julian Lopez. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to make our way up to another part of town where there's about 4 or 5 different places, and we're going to have a look at those. And then we're also going to find another tasty food spot, because if we're fabric shopping, we're also eating as well. It's very, very thirsty and hungry work, so let's go. I've just whacked you in a bush so that you can see my outfit. So this is my outfit for today. This is the Mimi G set. I believe it's Mimi G 9450, and I absolutely love it. This was the last one that I made in my previous video, so it's working out perfect for this weather. Okay, let's carry on with fabric shop. All right, I have found Julian Lopez, and I mean, look how grand this building is. Looks very fancy. Let's go inside. So this store just keeps going, goes all the way down that way. We've got a downstairs over there. And I came in all the way down there, and then there's a section over there as well. Like tons and tons of fabric. Okay, so I've looked all around the store, and new obsession. I love these pre-pleated fabrics. This orange one is calling my name. Also, look at this sparkly one. Actually obsessed. Look at this green. There's a neon yellow. Oh my god, I love them all. Love them. So you've got like tools on top, we've got spotty ones, but then over here with the ruffled stuff, this like kind of Swiss dot looking one, beautiful. And then we've got these ones with like cascading ruffles on them, so beautiful. I don't know where I'm going with all the fancy stuff that I'm gonna make, but I still kind of need them. We've got ones here in a different, like a silky crepe that has been pre-pleated. And then we've got some chiffons here that have been pre-pleated, and some netting and some pleated lace. And I didn't know until this moment that I needed them, but now I'm just trying to decide which one I want to take home because I can't take them all. And they're also kind of pricey as well. I think the price, it says like 59 euros, so 60 euros, but I think it's for the whole thing and not per meter, but I will find out. I'm very drawn to the orange. And also this one, I don't know. Okay, so I came downstairs and it turns out there's even more. Look how far back it goes. This place is truly amazing. I think I found my favorite store. This is my favorite store. I found another room in this place. another room full of fabric. I mean, if they only had this one store in the whole of Barcelona, it would be worth it. It has all the fabric here. Because I can't pass by a yellow anything without looking at it. Look at this polka dot. It's like a stretchy neck. How cute is that? Also, I like this swirly thing as well. But this one, this is just fun. And I did a little bit of a scope out, and they have other colors as well. But I'm quite enjoying the yellow. But they've got like tons of tools, and then into the spandexes, we've got netting. They have a lot. So this is the downstairs part, and then over there is a sewing school. I think I'll show you what it looks like. It's I have to figure out what that says, but it looks like you can do classes, maybe even rent some of the space, rent a machine to like finish your project off. What a wonderful place. I really like it here. All right, so I just got out of the store. Seems I've hit my 1 or 2 fabric limit already just with the one store, but there is some beautiful stuff in here. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to show you at the end of this video. So we're still gonna go and have a look at the other places. I've already resigned myself to the fact that I'm probably going to buy a bag, and I'm probably going to pay an extra 50 euros to check that bag in, because the fabric shopping here is beautiful and I'm having so much fun, and I don't want to just like stop myself because I don't have space. We're just gonna make space. We're gonna make space. So off to the next place. Also, I'm quite hungry. That was very appetite building, so we're gonna go eat some food as well. Okay, so we have got to our next spot, which is just here, called Oyambra. I think that's how you say it. It looks like they might do knitting and yarn in there, but I've also seen that this fabric, they're going to be closing soon for siesta. So we're going to go in and have a little looky look before they close their doors. Okay, so that was one for the knitters. I am not a knitter, even though I have tons of yarn and loads of needles. Still haven't got round to the knitting yet, but this one has lots of stuff for yarns and quilting. There was a lovely table of ladies at the back that were having their afternoon knit session. So if you're a knitter, this is where you want to be heading to. They have lovely stuff in there. Look at this fabric already. Yeah, you know this is going to be a very pricey place, but I'm excited to look. So this board is like an inspirational board, but if you have a look, it's actually showing you the actual fabric that they have here and what they've been used for. So if you're looking for inspiration, or there's like a particular thing that you're looking for, they show you the fabric as a swatch and where exactly they've been used. Like, that is gorgeous, and it's stretchy, so you know that you can make something gorgeous like that with that, and you know I'm considering it. So yeah, there's so much here. Also over here is all their new collection, which is really nice, and some of it's still in production, so like you have to order. And then over here, which I'm gonna have a nice route through, is their like coupon section. Everything is here by the roll, so you can pull it out and it'll have its price and how much there is. But there's some really fabulous stuff here, so I might be able to bag myself some extra fancy fabric for maybe like a top or a skirt or something. So I'm gonna look through that now and hopefully add it to the collection. Okay, so I'm taking a seat in the many seats that are just dotted around this whole city, and I got those 2 fabrics. That place is actually beautiful, and it's definitely a place that all the designers are probably using, especially with their inspiration board. I really like that. And I did take a few pictures because there were a few things I thought, oh, actually, I've never considered using that fabric for this type of outfit. And now I know what to look for if I ever have the idea to make something like that. So I'm just taking a seat at the moment, plotting the course to the next place. There are two that are very close together, about 15 minutes that way. So I think we're going to go there, and then I might call it a day for today. Remember, we've still got 3 days left, so there are more fabric stores. And tomorrow, the open air market is open. So we're going to head to that, and we're going to see what the market is saying. So this store does its hand printed fabrics, not really by the meter, but by the different sizes. So you can still make stuff from them. But they also have blocks here, which I'm quite interested in because I've never really hand printed anything. So maybe we won't buy fabric from here. We might buy a block instead. What do you reckon? Okay, I did it. I got myself a cute little block. I'll show you later on. You can see what I got, and we're gonna make some fabric with it. Okay, moving swiftly on. Got myself a block, and now we're going to our final place of the day. That's if I don't bump into another place on the way back, called Mina Mina, which apparently is on this road, so we're just gonna keep walking until we find it. Buenos días de todos! Today is Dia 3 in Barcelona, and we are at a flea market today. So I've heard from a lot of people there is a market that's on a couple of days a week, and they do a lot of fabric there, as well as everything else that you can find. I think this is the one. I think there's more than one, but the one I'm at the moment is called the Mercat del Encantes, and we just got here. Sam is here also. I've parked him in the cafe so he can do whatever he's doing while I go mad, and it's huge. It's really, really big. So I'm on the first level because there are cafes over there, but you can see there's stalls here, there's also stalls here, and it's got this gorgeous like gold mirrored roof, and you can see everything that's happening on the ground floor. So we're going to go and have a look, see what we can find, see if there are any fabric gems to be had. Hopefully they take card, although because I didn't bring any cash. In fact, I haven't used cash on this whole trip, which is good for me because then I don't have to walk around with cash, but I might have to find an ATM if I find some fabric that I like. But yeah, let's go, let's see what we can find. So this is what it's looking like from the first floor. There is so much, and I see some fabric stores here. But look, there's one right here. So we're gonna go and look. I'm so excited. I can see fabric everywhere. Look. That is fabric there. Fabric over there. Yeah. So I think we're gonna have some fun here. So guys, I have been in this place. It's so much fabric in here. It's all stretchy, and I've already picked something up. It's this baby, but it's in green, and I'll show you later. But we're gonna move on to the next place. Oh my gosh, it's quite a squeeze. Okay, time to pay. All right, out of the first one into the second one. I'm seeing €2 a meter prices is what we like to see. We've got lots of variety here, and then we've got another place literally next door, which is saying €1 a meter. And then if we look back here, oh look, so many fabrics. So we've got, oh my gosh, so much. We've got all of this. Oh yeah, this is like a fabric haven. Look at this. There's so much, it keeps going. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna show you every single stall, but I will stop and show you if I find something worth showing, or if I need your help, okay? Alright, so we are making our second purchase of the day, and this fabric was chosen by the man, so he likes it, so yes, we're going to thank you. So this is, it's actually quite nice, and I think this would make a nice little dress. So, you know, he said he likes it, so we're going to buy it, and we'll see what we can make from it. Okay, right, I've got to pay, and I'll find you at the next store. Okay, I am by myself again. He lasted about 10 minutes of intense fabric shopping with me. He got to choose one. He feels very happy that he did that, but he's hungry now. So I've sent him off and he's off to go and find the nearest Honest Greens because he loves it there. And I said I'll come find him in an hour or so. But yeah, he left with my bags because he's very happy with himself, and he said, "I'll take my bags to the restaurant and we can carry on spending a lot of time touching fabrics," because he was just like, "Why are you touching them all?" I'm just like, "Listen, if you don't understand the process, just say so, okay? But don't knock it." So yeah, we're alone again. Let's get some more fabric. Okay, we found a place that does trims. Got all sorts of cords, ropes, piping. Got like raffia sets, along with some pre-cut fabrics. A lot of embroidered stuff on this stall over here. They've got so many. Can you see all the sequins? Lots of like sequined fabric. This one is really nice, and anyone who's looking to do a Little Mermaid style thing, this is absolutely the one. All sorts of stuff. I'm really enjoying. Oh, hello. This is cute. Lovely green. We love the what's it called? The embroidery and glaze. I think that's how it is. Oh, I love this color though. Okay. Oh, it's there on a roll. Okay, right. I'll be right back. Hold on. I have found a fabric that I love. This is the, you know, the embroidery and anglaise. I think that's how you say it. I may forever always get these words wrong, but this green is gorgeous and only €2 a meter. So I foresee summer dress, summer set in this. I'm gonna pick that up right now. I'm very happy about that. But you know, we'll have a little look and see what else this store's got going on. Because I'm seeing some pleated fabrics. That could be a yes. Yeah, but like, yeah, definitely drawn to this one for sure. Okay, so I was wrong. It's actually €2 for the lycra. I didn't see the bit that said lycra there, but this is €5. I'm still gonna get it though because it's so cute. So we're done with that stall, and there's another one right here and another one right there. But for those of you who are asking, who are coming to visit, this market is open on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. So if you're here during the week, if you're here for longer than 2 or 3 days, you'll be able to, one of those days, the market will be open. And I promise you, so far I haven't used any cash. Every one of these places have their own card machine, which is great if you don't carry cash. In fact, Barcelona in general, I haven't used cash. So you can just, if you've got contactless or you have like your cards on your phone, I've just been getting by with my phone and it's been great. So I would highly recommend. I've got my stuff. I got a little bit more from that place. They had lots of really nice lycras, some really nice matte lycras, so I can make some gym wear this year. And yeah, I'm having a great old time. So just gonna I found a leather stall, which is great for the shoemaker, bag maker, leather maker and me. Amazing. I wonder what the prices are. And they've got loads. Ooh, all sorts of stuff. All right, guys, we have found some shiny patent gold leather. Kind of obsessed with it. I want to make some shiny gold boots with this. I think it would look gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think we're gonna do it. Okay, so I've already like bought so much stuff and I haven't even gone downstairs yet. So we're going downstairs to see. I suspect all the fabric stores are upstairs, but we're gonna have a little looky-loo down here before I go upstairs and make a decision on that gold leather, because I've been thinking about it. She even knocked down the price from €40 to 32, so we might have to do it. Look at this old school Singer machine in the table. I wonder how much that is going for. Well, if you're a collector of old sewing machines, we got like this vintage piece right here. It's probably got loads of storage in that cabinet as well. Okay, I decided to take a moment, go get some lunch. There is a Westfields nearby. It's got loads of like lunch spots in it, and it's open air and it's very nice. While I think about that gold patent leather, whether I should get it or not. I don't know if I said before, but she knocked down the price from 40 euros to 32. So I was just like, so I'm not sure. But I am absolutely gasping for a drink. So I'm going to go and find myself a drink spot. And I also spy Sephora. So I'm just going to head in there. And then we will decide if we're going to go back to the market or if we're going to head off to another one of the spots. It is kind of like siesta time, so they may not be open. So we'll see what happens. All right, I have found one more spot that I'm going to go to today before I call it a day. It's so hot today. I want to go and change into some shorts and start on the cocktails. This is Tejidos Molina, and it's on a really beautiful street. Look at that, orange trees. Look at these orange trees everywhere. I love it. So I'm going to go have a look at some fabric and then maybe go shake a tree and grab an orange to go. Okay, that was a really quick in and out, and I didn't film because it felt super awkward. It was one like small room and mostly just cottons and quilting things and a few haberdashery supplies. It's a great store for like the local area if you don't have anything nearby, but not quite what I was looking for. So now I'm just going to figure out how to get one of these oranges in the tree. Conveniently, all the trees that are arm reaching height have no oranges at arm's length. Everything is like a little bit higher than that. And turns out this is also a very busy walking street because every time we're going to shake a tree, someone turns around the corner and I don't know if I'm allowed to, so okay, I'm just going to go do it. I can just be like, oh, I didn't know. I don't know. Is that wrong? That is wrong. Maybe I should just ask somebody. Or should I just conveniently fall over into a tree and then whatever falls off, eat the orange? Or should I just go buy an orange? But they're just there for free, you know? I don't know if anyone's using them. I have no idea. I need to find out. I'm very invested now. I have a question for any of you that live in Barcelona or Spain or anywhere there's orange trees. If the orange trees are planted in the street and they're bearing fruit, can you just pick them, or do you is that not allowed? Do they belong to the city, or are they just like public domain? Because these orange trees are looking pretty juicy, and honestly I feel pretty invested now that I feel like I need to leave with at least one. And I've seen some have dropped on the floor, but I don't know how long they've been there, so I'd like one fresh from a tree. And obviously like this one here, let me show you this one here. It is packed. This one is absolutely packed with big giant juicy oranges. And is it just weird if I'm just there shaking a tree trying to get an orange? Maybe I should ask this guy from the balcony if he could just reach over and get me an orange. But look at them, I want one. I want one. Okay, I'm gonna shake a tree. We're shaking this one. Here we go. I got an orange! All right, I got run away now. Now I've got an orange, I'm very happy. Good morning everyone. So it is day 4 and my last full day here in Barcelona, and I wasn't actually going to do any fabric shopping today. I was going to be done, but one of my sewing friends, who I'm friends with over on Instagram, just landed. She landed yesterday. She was like, hey, I'm in town and we have one day crossover, and she's going to do some fabric shopping, so I'm going to go and join her, and we're going to go do a little bit of a fabric shop. I'll take her to some of the places that I went to, and then I'll let her carry on her trip, and then I'm going to go and meet Sam in the afternoon, and we're going to have the rest of the day together. So yeah, a little unexpected fabric shop with someone who I've been talking to online for ages, but we finally get to meet. She lives in Germany, I live in the UK, and yeah, we both travel quite a fair bit, and it's the first time we've both been in the same city together, so it's nice. It's a nice little surprise. So we're going to go do that now, and we're going to go back to that Donna Texas because there was a tweed there that I didn't get, and I think I might get it, so we're going to go and have a look. Okay, so Bianca suggested we meet here at Merceria Santa Ana, which is a huge haberdashery store. Didn't even know, this wasn't even on my list, so I'm quite happy that we get to start here. So I'm just waiting outside. We'll go inside, see if there's any trims and things that I can pick up and take home with me, and then we're going to head over to Texas Donna. Okay, we are inside. I've already lost Bianca, but here are Bianca's two friends. There she is. And we are looking at buttons right now, and I've been drawn to these ones here. Like, look how pretty they are. They would look great with maybe a yellow tweed. What are we thinking? So yeah, I think I might be getting some of those. Also, how pretty are these? Look at all of these buttons, and it goes on. All right, so we are inside, and this place is actually beautiful. Very well laid out. Got an amazing button collection, which I've already seen some that I will absolutely take home. They've also got this really nice section here, over here, where everything that is in this store, including all of the trims and everything, are in these folders, and they have samples inside. So if you know kind of what you're looking for, you can just grab a folder and see all the different samples that are in there, and they kind of look like this, where you can touch and feel them. So really, really nice. And then of course you've got everything that is around here. So we're going to be here for a while. I did meet up with Bianca. Bianca's over there looking at buttons with her two friends who also live here and are also sewists. So I think we've got a little sew club going on, which is great. Okay, so we are back at Julian Lopez, and Bianca is trying to decide between this and everything else. And I think, yes, go for it. I just bought a yellow one, but I didn't know this one existed. Otherwise, I would be right there with you. And I'm kind of glad that I've already bought mine. So we're going to be okay.
I think I'm going to actually take this one.
Yes, I enable and second that. Take it.
This is mine.
Okay, we are on the move again. I have my final fabrics, which I said I wasn't going to buy, but it's really hard to say no when you have other people who are very enthusiastic about fabric with you. So I got the fabrics that I wanted. We're very happy, and now I'm running off to go and see Sam so we can spend the rest of the day. So this is going to be it for the Barcelona fabric series. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, where to start? I'm probably not going to go in the same order as what the vlog was, mostly because I don't remember what that order is. So I've got all my fabrics and trims in front of me in like a semicircle. So I'm just going to pick them up, talk about them, and tell you where they are. I will try to leave the names of all the places that I went to in the description bar below. And if there are any links to their websites, I will put them there as well. So let's start with trims and buttons and things like that first, because they're the small things, and then we'll get onto the fabric. So I think this is the first place that I went to, called La Tarte, which is short for Lab Talent Textiles, I think. They are a really small store. They do lots of vintage trims, and they have yarns and fabrics which they design and make themselves. They do have a factory that's out in like the countryside, but they have this little store in the city. So I went in there. It's a really cute little store. I got talking to the guy who runs the place. His name is Moses, and he gave me his little card. I thought this was so cool. You can't really see. I'll show you close-ups of everything, but this was the business card, which is a fabric swatch with all of the details, their Instagram, their everything printed on it. So it was like a business swatch, not a business card. And I thought that was pretty cool. But let me show you what I got from here. I just got trims. Recently, I've been getting so many ideas from Pinterest and loads of designers, and they've been really, really creative with trims. So I thought we'll stock up on a few fun trims in colors that I wear often, one being yellow. So I got this trim. I got the kind of the same in this white, which is good for me because I might not use it as a white. It means I can dye this to any of the other colors that I want. So I got it in white. And then these two trims here, they're both beaded trims, and they're very luxe looking. This one is a thin one with like the embroidery at the back and a bead and pearl pattern, whereas this one is just like sparkly clear beads, and it's a lot thicker. So I definitely see these being the bottom of some shirts, across collars, waistbands of dresses, around cuffs, anything I want really. So I just made sure I had enough to be able to go round a skirt once, or round about. Usually between 2 to 3 meters is usually enough to do like a whole project if that's what you're looking for. So I will put little examples of what I'm talking about when it comes to like trim. I'm thinking more of like those Zimmerman vibes with lots of like embellishments and cutouts, but also like having fun with trim. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I bought these. So that's everything that I got from La Tarte. On to the next little trim place. So on my travels, I found a little store called Antoniona. I think that's how you say it. And On Google, it said it was a fabric store. It was a fabric store, but they specialized in hand printed fabrics. Most of them were cut to specific sizes so that you can make something from it, and a lot of it were already made into other products. So I didn't really get anything from the store to actually make or sew, but I did see they had a table of all of their blocks that they use for printing. So I had a little peruse, and for only like €6, I picked up this block here. Because all of those fabrics are printed, I figured instead of buying the fabric, I might have a go at printing my own fabrics. So I bought myself a little block, and probably in a future video, you'll see me having a go and seeing if we can actually create our own fabric with this block. So I decided to go with something quite long, something that would make a good border print, something you can make squares with, a grid pattern, and I really, really like it. So an unexpected buy, but also quite happy I got it because it gives me something new to try. So in the last place, I got some buttons, which I'm very excited to show you because they are gorgeous, gorgeous buttons. So you'll probably see in the vlog at this point, this was on the last day, and I was meeting up with my friend Bianca, who has the Instagram Sleepless in Bavaria. We talk all the time over Instagram. Bianca was in Barcelona, I was in Barcelona. She was going to meet up with some of her service friends that she'd only met via Instagram, and I was just like, well, I'm here too, so why don't we all meet? So we all met up, and that day I met with Bianca, I met with Julia, and I met with Nicole. So that was really nice. It was like a little sewist IG sewist meetup, and we went for a fabric shop and had a great time. We met at a haberdashery called La Merceria Santa Ana, and it was amazing. By far the best haberdashery I've ever been into, and I've been in some good ones. This one, it was quite a long store, but they had an entire wall of buttons, all the buttons you can ever think of, and they had all the trims, they had everything. Because it was quite a small store, they had these folders which had samples of everything that you could need, so you just kind of go through the folder, pick out what you want, and then they'll go in the back and get it. So I thought that was really great. We saw a couple of buttons. Bianca bought some buttons, we all bought buttons. So first of all, I got these large yellow buttons. They are absolutely gorgeous. They have this kind of like speckled, like glittery mix to it, which, I don't know, they look very luxe and I quite like them, but they're also, you know, not super, super in your face crazy. Anyway, I absolutely love them. As soon as I saw them, they had them in loads of different colors. And to be honest, I wanted every color, but I thought, let me just pick the ones that I know that I'm going to use in projects coming up. And then the rest of them we can come back for, because I will be going back to Barcelona in August. So I was just like, if I don't get it now, I can always go back and get it then. So I think I will be going back for more buttons, but I got it in yellow in the large size. And then I also got it in the cream in the small size, which is for buttons on a shirt. And also because I can't resist a green button, I got the button up size in the greens. Absolutely love them. Next, I also saw these little kind of like crystal buttons. I can imagine just elevating a really simple outfit by changing up the buttons and putting something that sparkles. They basically look like jewelry, and they're in like a little golden cage. Really, really beautiful. I got 10 of them because I wasn't sure whether I was going to make like a little shirt or maybe a full dress. Who knows? I just wanted to make sure I had enough to at least make a long shirt dress if that's what I wanted to make with that. I definitely will be having a look at some more buttons when we get back to Barcelona because that place was amazing and I didn't actually have that on my list. So I would never have found it if Bianca hadn't just said, hey, do you want to meet us here? And then we can look in the haberdashery before we go fabric shopping. So thank you very much, Bianca. I'm really happy about that. I will definitely be back. And if you need something while I'm there, let me know and I'll send it to you. All right? All right. So that was it. That was everything for all of the trims. Now we are on to the fabric. These first two fabrics I got from the store, Ribes and Casuals. And I think that's how you say it. It might sound completely different when you say it with a Spanish accent, and you have to be okay with making mistakes. So just know I'm going to butcher the language here, but maybe in the next video I'll be a lot better. We got two fabrics from here. These are for a very specific project, which I will be starting immediately after this video because I have a bit of a deadline. So I got this very lightweight, stretchy jersey material, but not one that's too see-through because this is going to be a dress. And I also got this black, sparkly, stretchy jersey material as well because this is also going to be part of the dress. Not sure if you know, but Beyonce has been doing her world tour, and I'm going to said world tour. Now, when all the tickets were coming out, all the European tickets came out before the UK tickets came out, like about an hour difference. So I thought, you know, we could make it a holiday. Let's go to this different country and we'll watch Beyonce there. So I managed to bag myself tickets to the Amsterdam one, and that happens in about 6 days from now. So I just got back from Barcelona. I've decided I'm going to make my outfit. I've been seeing so many other sewists who are also going to Beyonce making their own versions of the outfits, their silver outfits. But my favorites have been the ones with the gold sparkle sparkly bodysuit that she wears with the black hands across it. The actual catsuit that she's wearing is actually gold with the black sparkly hands. So the actual design of the catsuit is a loewe design, and they did actually come out with dresses that basically have that design, I think maybe a year or so ago. And I actually saw someone who had bought that dress, and I thought, you know, that seems a little bit more wearable, because I don't want to make a whole catsuit to then only wear it the once. I'd rather make my version of this loewe dress and be able to wear it multiple times. So we're going to try and recreate that, and it will still be very much Beyonce-esque, and we will go to the show, which I will vlog for you guys. Like, don't worry, we're going to vlog the whole process of me making this, because I actually don't know how I'm going to do it, and I've got about 3 or 4 days to figure it out and get it done, and then take it to Amsterdam with me. So yeah, wish me luck for that, and stay tuned, because that's probably going to be the next video after this one. That was all I got from Rubies Casuals. Let's talk about Gratakos. So Gratakos is a very, very high-end fabric store. They have a lot of history in Barcelona, it seems, and the store is actually gorgeous. So I went into Gratakos. The fabrics were absolutely beautiful, and the price tags were hefty. I did find out from Julia, one of the sewists that I met on my last day, that they do have like a huge sale twice a year, like every year. So like maybe we'll try and coincide a trip with one of those sales, because those fabrics in there were just absolutely beautiful. As you can also see in the vlog, they have an inspiration wall where they have all the samples of everything they have and all of the designers that have used it for whatever specific dress. Great idea if you do have like designers using your things, and definitely gave me some inspiration. But they also had a remnants and offcuts corner, which is perfect for me because I still wanted to get something for Gratakos, but I didn't want to spend £1 million on like 2 meters of fabric. So I had a little rifle through, and I found 2 fabrics that, one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, but 2, I have a pretty good idea. So first of all is this yellow, but it's got like a gold shimmer going down it. This pleated fabric is only 80 centimeters. That is it. Not a lot to work with, but enough to make something cute. Whether it be a pair of short shorts, it's probably going to be a top, I'm not going to lie. Probably going to be, I don't know, but I have a few tops that will do less than half a meter, so this is going to be probably that, but I think it's really, really pretty, and I absolutely loved it. And for this 80 centimeters, it was €8, which was basically the cheapest thing in the store. Yellow has been a theme color this fabric buying trip, so I'm very happy with this purchase. The other one was a little bit more pricey. So this fabric caught my eye. It reminds me of orange trees. Now, it's probably because of the squares and the green with the orange circle in the square. There's no actual orange in here, but it's quite a sheer material, and it's 2.5 meters. So I thought this is definitely enough to make a dress. This would be the top layer, of course, because it's quite sheer. So you have like a lined dress, and then on top you have something sheer and flowing that can just kind of flow in the breeze, but like summery, like it's giving me summer dress vibes, but make it flowy with oranges. This is 2.5 meters, and it was €30, but I really, really liked it. I didn't know that I was going to get it. I didn't think I was going to get it. I put it aside 3 or 4 times, and I kept coming back to it, so I thought, fine, I'll get it. And as I said, there was no restraint to be had on this trip at all. So if I wanted it, I just got it. I was just like, we'll look at the credit card later. For now, we'll just keep ourselves happy. So that's what we did. And I'm actually really, really glad that I got it, because the more I play with it and the more I look at it, I actually love it. So we know that orange looks good, and we also know that green is my favorite color. So we're putting both of them together. I'm very excited to make something from these. Still not sure. I'm thinking a flowy dress. I actually do. So yeah, we'll decide. Like when it comes to cutting it out, I will no doubt be making a video where we figure out what to do with this. But those are the only 2 things that I got from Gratakos, and those were basically the 2 cheapest things in that place. So I guess it was like on my first day, I went to a place called Texits Donna Textiles, basically. They had Chanel style tweed fabrics going for €19.90, and I got my eye on this really beautiful yellow, and it's got like silver accents in it, tweed. I even walked away and didn't buy it, and it wasn't until the last day that I came back and I bought it, because I'd been thinking about it a lot. I got 2 meters of this. I was going to get like 3 meters, but at that time, with all the fabric that I had, I was very conscious on space. So 2 meters it is. I was thinking of making a short suit or a skirt suit, kind of like Clueless vibes, but because I had to get less fabric, and I don't think 2 meters is enough, even if it's cropped, I'm going to go for a dress. And I do have a dress pattern that would look really good for this, so we're going to give that one a whirl. The best thing, the yellow buttons that I got from here are meant to go with this, and they go perfectly. It's like a match made in heaven. It's quite funny because on the last day when we went to Santa Ana, which is where I got the buttons, I saw the yellow buttons and it completely reminded me of this fabric, which I hadn't bought yet because I said I might go back. So then I bought the buttons and then Bianca was like, well, now you have to go back and get the tweed. I immediately went back to go and get that fabric. So thanks, Bianca. So Donna Textiles, where I got the tweed from, has a store across the road next to Reebsy Casuals. And I saw this kind of it's like burnt orange color. I'm always going to be drawn to an orange, a green, a yellow, and this burnt orange, almost like a brick color, is perfect. This is probably one of the nicest like stretch jerseys I've ever had. It's so thick, it's not see-through at all. It's got four-way stretch, it's smooth, it's soft. It's gorgeous. So I picked up 3 meters of this. Definitely going to get a lot of use out of that, and I plan to use every scrap. And that was what I got from the sister store to Donna Textiles. So the last actual store that I went to, but not the least store, was called Julian Lopez. Now Julian Lopez, again, like Grataco's, got some very high-end fabrics in there in a beautiful store, high ceilings, and it goes on forever. It's basically the entire corner of a building, and the buildings are really, really big. You go in one entrance, and then there's like a second entrance when you kind of go around a corner, and there's a third entrance, and there's also a basement. There is so much. I was in there on the first time because we went twice. I went once with the girls and I went once by myself. The first time I was in there for about maybe an hour and a half because there was so much to explore. And yeah, I picked up a couple of fabrics. This is a sheer fabric. I would probably say a chiffon, maybe not, but it's very, very sheer. It's got a really nice pattern on it. And if you look a little bit closer, it's got these kind of like the stripes on it, but it's also got these little gold flecks that go through it. I walked past this quite a bit. It kept catching my eye. And because of that, I was just like, okay. And then this is all that was left on the roll. It was 1.5 meters, which is more than enough to make a cute sheer shirt for the summer. So I was like, okay, fine, I will grab that. You're probably wondering, why so many shears? Why so many laces? Well, first of all, I'm going through a lace shear moment at the moment. That's it. But also I was thinking about luggage, and I was thinking about space, and I was thinking about weight. So I thought, you know, the sheer items are usually lighter, so that means we can get more of them, you know? Anyway, I picked up this kind of periwinkle blue net lace. Now the reason why I picked this one up is because upstairs they have pre-pleated and they have ruffled fabric, and one of them was black, but it was this fabric, and then what they had done is it cut into strips and ruffled and sewn onto the fabric to create its own fabric. So I thought, well, I don't want it in black, and they only had 2 colors, black and red. So I decided maybe I'll have a go and make my own. So I've got 3 meters of this. It's more than enough for me to have an experiment, to cut some strips, ruffle them, and then sew them onto the fabric and create like a ruffled fabric to then make something out of. So I'm quite excited to have a go and experiment with this. Also, it's such a gorgeous color, and I don't really wear this kind of like periwinkle, purpley blue, lavender even. I really like it, so we're gonna give that a go. I will just say now, here come the yellows. The next 3 things I have, they're all yellow. First of all was this fabric. This is another netting fabric, but look how cute this polka dot is. I could not, it caught my eye on the roll so much, and I just thought this is such a fun fabric. This is absolutely ideal for holidays, but also just for a little bit of fun. So I picked up 3 meters. It's really wide as well because I think I want to make multiple things. I would love to make a kind of like long sleeve like sheath dress because it's slightly stretchy as well. So you can make like a high necked sheath dress with this, which I think would just be really fun to wear, like, you know, like high-waisted like black pants and then like a black bralette underneath and just go out like that. Perfect. But also I think this would be really cute as a little bit of trim for something, inserts for something else, and also just like those little, like a little mini t-shirt, like a relaxed t-shirt that you can wear just like a little bralette under. So I think I might make multiple things from this, which is why I got so much. I think it's on like a 150 centimeter roll. So my 3 meters is gonna get me very, very far. Also, it seemed to be a very popular choice on Instagram when I was just like, what do you guys think of this polka dot? Everyone was like, yes, absolutely. And they did have 10 other colors, like all the colors you can think of, but the yellow one was my favorite. So on to the next yellow item, very close to that one. So maybe we can combine some things in a monochrome outfit. It's just this yellow linen. They had 4 different types of yellow for the linen, but this one is like the deeper yellow, kind of almost verging into the orange category. Doesn't look quite the same because I'm also wearing orange here, but this I do have plans for. I want to make a waistcoat and trouser set, something I can also use my yellow buttons for. Again, my yellow buttons go really, really well with this. They're actually a little bit lighter, but they still work perfectly. So if I make my waistcoat and my trousers, then I think that would also be a nice combo there. And the final thing that I got from Julian Lopez is this. So let me tell you about this fabric. Not only did I buy this fabric in this beautiful yellow, I didn't realize that this is like 8 meters worth of fabric. I think even close to 9 meters worth of fabric. So quick story time. I was there. This is pleated fabric was on the table with every other color and in lots of different other fabrics, pleated viscose, pleated whatever. They all had little ties at the top and they all said 59 euros. As someone who went to fashion school ages ago and knows about certain different processes, I know that the pleating process, pleating fabric, is actually quite expensive, especially if it's done by hand and not by a machine. So 59 euros per meter seems normal to me because I think, yeah, that makes sense. Because of the pleating process, of course it's that expensive. I would expect it to be that expensive, but it wasn't a surprise to me. So when I asked the person who worked there, okay, so this is 59 euros a meter, and like how many, what's the minimum I can cut off? Because obviously it's pleated, so I don't like to leave small things left behind. And he was like, no, it's actually 59 euros for the whole thing. So I was like, the whole thing? The whole thing? I was flabbergasted. So yeah, I picked this up and thought, let me just see how many meters in there. Honestly, the way this looks like more, but the way it was tied up, it looked like maybe it was like 3 meters. I thought, well, maybe I'll get 3 or 5 meters. That's a really good deal. 8 meters he counted at, actually a little bit more than that because he was being very generous with his meters. Instead of pulling it tight, he was giving it like loose. So it was like bowing, and that's the meter stick. And he did that 8 times. So probably easy 9 meters. 9 meters of this tool that, as you can see, is quite long. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I know I can do everything with it. Make a dress? Yes, I can. Make a skirt? Sure thing. Frills on my top? Absolutely. Frills everywhere? Great. And do you remember I was talking about that previous fabric, like making my own fabric by cutting it up and sewing it on in different ways to make a textured fabric? I can absolutely do that with this. So I'm very, very happy with this purchase. Although it may be a little while before I actually do something with it, or not. I said I've got 2 weddings coming up this year and I haven't made the dresses for those yet. So maybe this becomes a feature of one of the dresses, but very, very happy with this one. This is the only one that I know the price of. All the other ones I don't remember, but 59 euros for almost 9 meters of a pleated netting or a pleated tulle. And they also had it as a pleated viscose, pleated silk, all sorts of stuff. So if you're ever down there at Julian Lopez, check out that table because they had all sorts of like pre-pleated, pre-gathered, pre-everything, and at really good prices. Okay, so the final place that I went to was actually a open air market called the Mercat del Encantas. I think that's how you say it. And there it's basically a flea market, but there's also like loads of different stalls. There's all sorts of stuff, and it's open 4 days a week. It's open on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I went down on the Friday to have a look and see the fabric stores, and there were so many. There was even a leather place there, and I did an R over a piece of leather. I didn't get it, but I know that they're there now. So who knows what we'll get when we get back. So I can't exactly tell you which store specifically I got these things from, so I'm just going to show you what I got. First things first, here we got some lycras. Now these are matte lycras, which is what I was looking for. I have quite a few of shiny ones, patterned ones, but I am making some gym wear at the moment, and I needed something matte but also super stretchy to make what I want to make. So we went with your standard khaki green, which I tend to wear all the time, and then I also from the same store got this really bright green, which is super nice, and really they're so soft. They like feel almost like bamboo. I know that they're not, they're just spandex, but they feel really nice and they're matte. Those are the first 2 things that I got. I brought Sam along with me, mostly because he wanted to just see that area. It was a new area, so we went over there, and he managed to do about 10 minutes of intense fabric shopping with me before he gave up and was like, no, I don't want to do this. So he went off to go and have lunch, and I carried on, but not before he picked out a fabric that he liked. Because you like it, babe, and you never come fabric shopping with me, I will get that and I will make something. And honestly, I would have picked this too. It's pretty loud, but it's quite a fun fabric. But you know what fun fabrics means? It means you can make a fun clothes. So he picked out this fabric. He said, I like this one. And so I picked up 3 meters of it. Generally, I usually pick up between 2 and 3 meters of a fabric. If I don't know what I'm going to do with it, 3 meters usually means that if I decide to make a floor length, something like a shirt dress, I have enough fabric. Or if I decide I want to make trousers and a top, I have enough fabric. Sometimes I don't have enough fabric, but 3 meters, depending on how wide the roll is, can be more than enough. So picked up 3 meters of this, and I think it was going for €4 a meter. And actually, I really, really like it. It's very fun. And every time I wear this, I'll definitely think about that one time that he went fabric shopping with me. So yeah, so this one is Sam's pick. 2 more and then we're done, guys. The next fabric I got was from another place that did swimwear fabrics. So again, with the green, I told you it was like a yellow and green haul. I want to make some swimwear with this, but also I want to make some like stretchy pants to wear over the swimsuit with this. So I've got quite a bit of fabric, and it's almost like 2 meters in width. I couldn't believe it. So I only really needed 1 meter because this is everything else. So I'm gonna make a swimsuit out of this, and I also want to try and make some long flowy pants with that, and it's really nice and textured. Absolutely love it. And finally, I got this fabric, which is basically an embroidery anglaise in this really nice like seafoam green color, which I absolutely can see a summer dress in this. We love the green, so we're always gonna go for the green if we can, because I already have a white version of this, which I recently made a dress from. Now I get to make a green version. So well done for getting all the way to the end of the video. That was everything that I got in Barcelona. Overall, I had an amazing time. I did so much walking. They've got metros and trains and trams, but it's such a walkable city, even with the heat. As long as you've got like a hat, you'll be okay. Some hat and some sunscreen, a bottle of water, and on your way. All the neighborhoods are really cool. The food is exquisite. We had such a good time, and the fabric, chef's kiss. We are definitely going to be back. We really like Barcelona. We're doing a little bit of a recon for a special project, so we'll be back again in August. I will not be buying fabric that time because I think I'll still be working through this, but I might go back to the button place and I might go back to the leather place, but that'll be it. I would highly recommend to anyone who is thinking of heading over to Barcelona, if you are a sewist and you also want to look for fabric, I would say bring an extra case. You will be buying stuff unless you have restraint. I don't have that. I've made peace with it. I can't say no to myself, so I don't. But yeah, if you have a little bit more restraint, just know there are a lot of fabric stores there, and you'll see in the vlog there were some that I went to that I didn't buy anything from, so there's a little bit something for everyone. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you like my video. What should I make with this? Which one's your favorite fabric? I would love to know. If there's anything you got inspired by, or there are any pattern recommendations, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, then subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know when I post my next video, which we know what the next video is going to be. We are going to be talking about Beyonce, and we're going to be trying to make some Beyonce clothes. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.